but we can hear you very well.
This meeting is being recorded.
You're like booming on the speaker, so just okay. So, all right.
I think we're good. Testing. Can everybody hear? Welcome.
You can hear too. Okay, good.
Okay, so we are gonna get started here right away. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight, and thank you to our wonderful people that showed up on Zoom as well. I'm doing a live event and an online event tonight. My name is Melissa, and I have been one of the hosts of this travel meetup group for, I don't know, like 10 years. And one thing talk about that people are actually not aware of is the 2 days. Number one, we created this group specifically for solo travelers to find friends to go on these epic trips with. And so if you have an idea for a trip and you don't have anybody to go with, reach out to one of the travel chicks, because that's what we're here for. We have a plus the Edmonton team, so we're sure to be able to find somebody to go on the trip with them. The other thing is we have some wonderful travel chicks here from Edmonton tonight, Geraldine, and Crystal. Oh, yeah. Oh, and what we realized this week after Geraldine was having conversations on with people is no.
I'm slightly taller.
Don't move it. Don't move it.
Welcome to Travel Chicks Meetup. Yeah, I was just realizing that some people think that we just do the groups, but we don't just do groups. So if there's any kind of travel that you want to book for you yourself, as a single person with family, right now I'm doing a wedding party to Bali. I've got 2 single women that were very afraid to kind of travel on their own. And even if there's 2 of you wanting to go, I can match people up. But we can also book need to book or want to book. So we are a booking agency, and we're more than happy to earn your business for a small locally owned. So let's just start as a company on our own, and we're like, the female entrepreneurs are rocking it over here. So we're local, and we'd love to earn your business. So besides the community and connection we have tonight, we do value your booking of our local. So there's lots of possibilities. Thank you.
And the other thing I do want to know is that if you have a trip that you want to do, I almost guarantee that if you go through Travel Chicks, we can get you a better deal. So just hold that in your head. The next thing is on your table, there is little pieces of paper. If you please write where you want to travel to this year and what month. And then Geraldine or Chris or myself will come around and pick those up. Because ultimately, we have 4 or 5 going a month, whether it's 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, and your input is required. So if you can take a few minutes, do that for us, that would be super grateful. And then we will bring on our wonderful John from Virgin Voyages tonight.
Thanks, Melissa.
Yep.
We'll need you to give me host privileges to share my screen as well.
Okay. I got it. Uno momento.
Thanks so much. And then I'll throw it up on the screen, and then you just give me the cue whenever you would like me to start.
You're just super big right now, so I gotta. Almost there. All right, you should have access now. And I'm going to spotlight you, so you're big. And see if it works. We're good? Voila.
There you go.
We're ready whenever you want to start there, Sean.
Perfect. Thank you so much. How's the volume over there? It's okay? Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool.
Okay.
Well, welcome everyone.
Wait, give us like 3 minutes. We're collecting the papers.
Oh. We're just collecting some papers, I guess. Sorry.
Not a problem at all. I'm just gonna go on mute again.
Exactly.
Oh, it was?
She ordered.
That's funny. I love it.
I'll grab this. There. Thank you.
Maybe get their attention first with your voice. Yeah.
To help us move forward. We're super excited because we would love to organize a group to take one of these fantastic cruises that I have never seen a ship like what Sean is about to show us here. And we're hoping to do this in November. So keep that in kind of the back of your mind, November. He'll talk about it, yeah. All the Virgin Voyage ships, they sail out of like the Caribbean, so they sail out of the US. But without further ado, Sean, are you with us?
I am with you.
Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll. Take it away.
All
Sean.
right. Perfect. Before I do, what's the volume like on a scale of 1 to 10 right now?
I need you to speak louder.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to do my level best. All right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much, Melissa, for having me here today. My name is Sean. I'm the sales manager here at Virgin Voyages up here in Canada. And I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey to understand a little bit of who we are and why we are very different than your typical cruise line out there. So what I'll do is I'm going to start off with a video. This is a good barometer of volume as well. So here we go.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, chameleon. Come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Like my dreams, red, gold, and green, red, gold, and green. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, chameleon.
Now we're voyaging.
So as Melissa said, yes, we are a very different cruise line, and we are very thankful, and our wonderful owner, Sir Richard Branson there, wants to welcome you on board any of our wonderful lady ships. And what we're getting so far is we're getting some amazing reviews. We've been in the water for 23 months. Yes, we tried to launch a brand new cruise line at the height of the pandemic. Silly us, but we're doing well so far. But all kidding aside, we are the highest rated cruise line right now on TripAdvisor. And we've won some fantastic awards through the industry, including Best Dining, Best Nightlife, and the most inclusive cruise line out there. And there's a lot of different reasons why we call our clients sailors. So why sailors like yourselves might be interested in joining us on one of our beautiful lady ships. And the number one reason is we are adults only. That's right. There are no little children, whether it's your children, your grandchildren, someone else's children or grandchildren. They are not on our ships. We are 18 plus, and we focus around having adult-minded experiences. So when it comes to the ships, they're designed for adults. There's no water slides or anything like that on board our ships. We focus on mature eats and dining, and we've got amazing, sophisticated shore things or excursions that we've planned around with adults in mind. We also designed our ships a little bit differently. So there's no large atriums. There's intimate spaces all throughout our ship. So you can really have a different type of experience as you navigate throughout these lady ships. And of course, we wanted to provide an experience that is very different than your typical cruise experience. So some of those things include every single one of our restaurants is included in the voyage fare. You do not have to pay a premium to eat at a steakhouse or a fine dining restaurant. We also got rid of all set dining times. There are no buffets on our ship, and every single one of our restaurants is curated by a Michelin star chef. And there's over 20 of them to choose from. We also believe it is 2023 and Wi-Fi and internet connection is a essential thing in our lives. So we do not charge you to use the internet. You can take photos of and videos of your experiences and share them with your loved ones at home, making them envious that you didn't join Melissa and her group on that wonderful, maybe November departure she spoke of. We also believe that it should be a balance of things, of like detox and retox. So we include all of our group fitness activities as well, if you wish. So yoga, daily meditation, cycling, HIIT classes, and so much more are all included. We also wanted to make it as easy as possible for you. So your gratuity is already included. You do not have to pull out money when you order a drink. You do not have to leave money in your stateroom when you're done. All your gratuities are all included. We also believe that essential beverages, being your water, your pop, your non-pressed juices, your regular coffee and tea, should be included. So you're not paying anything more for any of those. And of course, our award-winning show. We've taken away some of the traditional experiences that people have when it comes to shows, and we've created these immersive experiences, a mix of dinner theaters with Cirque du Soleil kind of shows, with storytelling, really great different experiences that happen throughout our ship, not in just one designated area. And of course, with us, we believe that everything should have a nice well-being approach to it. Now, right, whether or not you are actively at the gym or you just want to have some fun while you're on holidays, we provide spaces and beautiful experiences for everyone. So you could be that wonderful lady that is not perfect at her tree pose, but she's trying. And I think that's a great thing. What we've done is we've highlighted different areas within the ship, including our redemption spa. So you can get your thermal plunge pools, you can get your massages, you can get your acupuncture and all these wonderful things. We'll also bring in a DJ. We'll also have like some nice drinks around there and just enjoy ourselves. We've got a beautiful running track across the whole 17th deck of our ship, so you can run or walk to your heart's content. We've got outdoor yoga spaces, as well as different salons, both for the gentlemen and for the ladies, opportunities to, doll yourself up if you wish, for a great night out. And we do this all around that casual luxury. So we are a premium 5-star ship. However, we took away the pretentiousness associated with that. So what that means is, ladies, you do not have to dress up. You don't have to wear a gown for dinner. You can leave that at home. You can wear whatever you feel most comfortable in, because that's who you are, and that's what makes you an amazing individual. And we say at Virgin Voyages, sail as you are. So you get that luxury yacht experience without all of that pretentiousness or stuffiness associated with luxury. We also want to make sure that your time is well respected. So we do not have ship announcements. So you won't hear anything coming over the PA saying, please join us on deck 7 for bingo. If you want to play bingo, cool. It's on the app, and you can just select that you want to go there and attend. Everything is done through our mobile app to give you that luxury experience without the interruptions. Now, when it comes outside of that, we want to create these fun, different types of experiences. So, like I said, we swapped out those Broadway productions for more exhilarating, contemporary, and immersive entertainment. And we've chosen it to be more like a festival lineup of shows and different happenings. Our shows have all been developed by our creative collective, and they've taken some of the best producers from around the world, both from cinematography, directors, and choreographs, to create these once in a lifetime experiences. And they're done all throughout our ship. So we have our Red Room, which is our large main theater, but we also have smaller intimate rooms like the Manor, or we'll do pop-up events throughout the ship. Just you're having a cocktail, maybe you'll just get a wonderful impromptu show. Now, we do have some beautiful ships, and we refer to our ships as lady ships. And the reason why we have them is, one, they're all derivative and all focus around a woman and a wonderful characteristic of them, but also they're all exactly the same. So there's not, if you've been on one ship, you can have been on all of them. There's just different decor around that. And there's 4 distinct ones. There's Scarlet Lady, who sails out of Miami year round doing 4 and 5 night itineraries. There's Valiant Lady, and she spends her summer in the Mediterranean and her winter in Miami, doing 7 and 10 day itineraries in the Mediterranean, as well as 6 and 8 day itineraries out of Florida. Our newest ship, Resilient Lady, is set to debut on May 14th, and she's going to live in Athens, Greece. And she's going to do 7 and 10 day itineraries out of Athens. And then she's going to reposition through Southeast Asia and spend her winter down in Australia and New Zealand. And last but not least, we've got Brilliant Lady, and she's going to debut actually on December 23rd, and her home port's going to be San Juan, Puerto Rico. Now, there's lots of different itineraries. We have over 40 different itineraries out there, and this is not the best use of this time. It's more to show you a little bit about what we are and how we operate. But you can see here some of the different ports of call that we visit. So pretty much everywhere in the Caribbean, amazing itineraries within the Mediterranean and the Adriatic, and some things that are a little bit different, especially on that repositioning cruise when it goes Athens to Dubai down through Singapore, and then Singapore, Bali, and into Sydney to start off our Australia season. Now, when it comes to our cabins, we wanted to reimagine the cabin experience. So as you saw, as that video started, the gentleman tapped his wrist to get in. Those little bracelets are the key to everything on our ships. We are 100% cashless experience. And this is a great way of identifying yourself, but also doing any onboard purchases. Our cabins themselves, 86% of our total cabins have our sea terraces, and those are the ones with our iconic balcony and our hammocks, while 93% of our total cabins at least have a sea view. So we do have some insider cabins. There's 105 of these, and these are great for groups of friends, solo travelers, or individuals that just want to travel a little bit more economically. They still have all the bells and whistles of our sea terraces, which I will show in 1 second, but they just don't have any physical windows. These goes up to 177 square feet. Moving up to that, we've got our sea view rooms, and these ones have a great little bench and the porthole there that you can sit down, read a book, relax, and see the world go by. And there's 95 of these ones, and they go up to 190 square feet. But as I mentioned, 86% are our wonderful sea terraces. And these are the ones I personally love traveling in. I think it's got great value to it. And you've got that outdoor space. And these range up to 265 square feet. The difference between these two ones is simply there's an XL size sea terrace, and that just gives you a bigger washroom. Perfect for 2 friends that are traveling together and might want to utilize the washroom at the same time, because there's a separate vanity and then a toilet and a shower closet as well. These beds also can be reconfigured into day beds, as well as split up for people that are not sharing a bed together. Now, all of our cabins, regardless of whether they are an insider, a sea view, or a sea terrace, all have these wonderful inclusions in there, including the roomy rain shower, that beautiful hammock that is hand-woven by a wonderful women's collective in northern Thailand for us. It's got mood lighting, so everything's controlled by our iPad, so you can change the lighting to whatever mood you really are in. And we want to focus on that sustainable method, and we have partnered with a wonderful company called Red Flower, which does all our bath and beauty products. We've got a large TV in there, but I don't know. I've never turned on my TV when I'm in the cabin. I just got to go in there to sleep. I'm out exploring the world or the ship itself. And of course, we've got a really great little glam area to take care of yourself before you venture off if you choose to. Now, if you want a bigger, more rock star-ish kind of experience, we do have two other types of suites available. We have our Rockstar suites that go up to 857 square feet, and there's 63 of these. And they've got some really cool amenities, including a VIP area exclusive for our Rockstar sailors. We've got a curated in-bar room where the first round is on us, and you get early access to booking your reservations for dinner, for your experiences on land, or for any onboard experiences. And of course, we connect you with one of our wonderful Rockstar agents or our concierge to help you along the way. Now, if you want a little bit more of an experience, you can go up to the Mega Rockstar suites, and these go to just under 2,200 square feet. These are massive suites, and literally there's a suite called the Massive Suite. Those guitars on the wall do pull off. You can plug them in, you can rock out. We also have vinyl record players, as well as a curated collection of vinyl records for you to choose from. We say at Virgin, these sweet dreams are made of these. They are absolutely amazing, massive washrooms, great common areas, and the actual balconies not only have the hammocks, but they also have lounge chairs, and some of them actually have private hot tubs as well. Now, they have everything that our Rockstar suites have with a little bit more. What we'll do is we'll actually give you a daily bar tab. So this is the closest thing we have to an all-inclusive. Basically, every drink under $25 US or less is on us. We will give you access to the spa every single day. We will either do a transfer or valet parking if you're in Miami, Barcelona, or Athens. And that in-bar room is unlimited. We'll replenish it as needed to your heart's content. But I think the most common factor between each of those respective suites is Richard's Rooftop. And Richard's Rooftop is the place to be seen, to be honest. It's an amazing experience. It's only available to our Rockstar guests. It's got great views of whatever water you're on, whether it's the Caribbean or into the Med. It's got its own loungers, its own hot tubs, as well as its own dedicated bar. We will have pre-dinner cocktails, usually flowing bottles of champagne, as well as late night parties under the stars here. And with all that, we need to make sure that you're replenished and you're fed well. So we've partnered up with some amazing restaurateurs and Michelin star chefs from New York City, and we've got rid of every single buffet. Heck, when we were building our ship, we never had a buffet in mind anyways. And we got rid of all that wonderful preset dining, whether you're like an early or a late dining. You choose when you want to eat like you would at home simply by making a reservation. And every single one of our meals is made to order, just like a restaurant at home. We're pairing some of the best fresh ingredients with vibrant flavors and colors to give you an experience that you've never seen before. And there's 20 plus of these wonderful eateries on there. And you can choose whatever one you like whenever you'd like. There are no single-use plastics at all on board our ships, as well as every single eatery has its own executive chef and kitchen associated with it. Now there's 20, like I said, there's 20 different eateries. I can't go through all of them respectfully within the time frame I have here, but I can talk about a few of them. The one that was just in that last video is the Wake, and that's our steak and seafood restaurant, also open for brunch. If it looks familiar and you like reality TV and maybe watched The Bachelorette last season, the finale was filmed there. We have Pink Agave, which is our upscale Mexican restaurant, and this takes the vibrant colors and flavors of Mexico City and brings it onto our ship. It also has the largest mezcal collection at sea. Razzle Dazzle is our vegan and vegetarian forward restaurant with a naughty menu. It has the best bacon at sea if you want to try the naughty menu. Our Tex kitchen is a little bit more like a laboratory experience where we deconstruct and reconstruct dishes, an amazing orchestra of flavors, also done with amazing pairings of wine, cocktails, or mocktails. Gambay is ours and the first Korean barbecue at sea. So if you like Korean barbecue, you want to be paired up with other wonderful individuals and maybe play a drinking game or two, Gambay is the place to be. And of course, we have to have an Italian restaurant, and that is extra virgin. But this one is more our regional base. It's a Southern Italian, more Calabria kind of style. Great charcuterie boards, very rich pastas. Absolutely an amazing experience. Now, what makes us so special is this kind of four kind of pillars. The fact that we are adults only, and we love to celebrate the fact that we can have a little break from the little ones, and we can act like adults and then bring out our own inner child on board. We've elevated that food and drink game where we do not make you buy a beverage package, but you can opt into what we refer to as a bar tab, and that bar tab can be used to buy anyone under the sun a beverage, including, of course, yourself. We want to be inclusive, and inclusive means many different things to many different people, but we want to celebrate you as an individual and not make you conform to our version of a standard. So by all stretch of the magic, wear whatever you want. You'll see our staff with colored hair because that's how they want to express themselves. You'll see our staff with visible tattoos. Heck, we have a tattoo parlor at sea. We want to celebrate the uniqueness that makes us all amazing individuals. And of course, our crew. They are very, very different. We do not have a cruise director on board. We focus around celebrating individual strengths and elevating that kind of experience with you. Now, when people jump on board, they always ask, Sean, well, it looks like in your marketing, it's a bunch of young people. Well, it's a bunch of people that are young at heart. Our average age is about 48 across the board, but our sweet spot is anywhere from 30 to about 70. And I've seen people above that, and I've seen people under that. The idea is if you're open, you're willing to have some fun, and you want to try some new things, we want to welcome you on board. And heck, Richard himself, he's going to be turning 73 this year, and he has a great time when he comes on board. And when I was speaking with him and his wife last time they were on board, they were just like, I can't believe what we've created here for an experience where someone, you know, in their 20s can have the same type of amazing experience as someone in their 70s. Because at the end of the day, we can't control when we were born. We can just control how we feel. And of course, we're bringing a lot of people that have never sailed for whatever reason before. Truth be told, everyone, I'm not a big cruiser myself. Virgin is a different type of brand. It's a brand that wants to be disruptive and create the experiences that have brought people like myself who would gravitate to a land-based experience historically onto the seas to experience based on their food, their inclusions, and just the overall atmosphere. Now, to say thank you for inviting me in to talk a little bit about Virgin Voyages, I wanted to leave you with a couple wonderful offers that are out there. Now, this first one does end tomorrow, but I'm going to give you a little insider information because I love you guys and I think you're fantastic. But if you find something that is of interest to you, you can work with Melissa and they can take care of you. But what we have in February right now is you can buy one sailor, get the second sailor at 55% off with up to $600 worth of free drinks. So if you pick a sailing in 2023 that is 6 nights or less, we'll give you a $300 bar tab. If you pick a sailing that is 7 nights or longer, basically anything in the Mediterranean and select ones in the Caribbean, we'll give you $600. But as I mentioned, this ends tomorrow, right? And that's not right for me just to say, oh, this is over. Sorry, you have 1 day to choose. We will extend this into March. However, that 55% is going down to 50. Okay, so if you find something you're interested in, you want to book one, I welcome you, but that in March it's 50. So that's a little bit of a sense of urgency, but also it's not so bad come March as well. Now, the next question is, Sean, well, giving me $300 or $600 of drinks, what does that actually give me? What can I get for $600 worth of drinks? So I'll tell you, if I can't see what people are drinking over there at the bar, but it's up to 120 beers. It's 60 gin and tonics. It's 65 glasses of wine, 150 specialty coffees, and so forth and so forth. And remember, every single one of your soft drinks, your sparkling or still water and coffee and tea, basic coffee or tea are included in that price. Beers are $5. Cocktails are $9. 42% of our glasses of wine are $10 or under. And remember, gratuities are always included. Last but not least, this one's a little bit more of a sense of urgency, but I think it's a pretty good offer. if you go home and you look at something and you're interested and you speak with Melissa and her crew and you want to book something within the next 7 days, I'm going to give you what we refer to as sailor loot or onboard credit. And this can be used to buy beverages. It can be used to go shopping at our high street. It can be used for shore excursions. Heck, it can be used for a tattoo if that tickles your fancy. But if you book an Insider or Sea View cabin, I will give you $50 per cabin. If you book the Sea Terrace, I'll give you $100. And if you join us in one of our Rockstar or Mega Rockstar suites, I will give you $200 to play with. And with that, that comes to an end of my brief presentation. I wanted to say thank you so much for letting me come into your wonderful meetup today. I appreciate you all. And if there's any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you.
Thank you, Sean. Can you hear me, Sean?
I can hear you a bit, yes.
Okay. Okay, so the cruise that we will be sending out and inviting a lot of you guys and the Calgary group too is the cruise that leaves, it's an Eastern Caribbean. It leaves November 18th. So if you want to hold that in your mind, there is some fantastic deals right now. I think it was like $2,800 for the cabin. And I'm gonna go over some of the things. So Crystal just finished the specialist training. So she is 100% gonna be on the cruise that we organize for the group. And the other thing is, with Virgin Voyages, what I love, and Sean, you can speak a little bit to this, is unlike other cruise lines, you are nickel and dimed for everything. For the pop, for the alcohol, for the Wi-Fi, for the this. Sean, talk about the actual packages with Virgin.
Sure. Yeah. So as I mentioned before, like we include everything that we believe is essential. We wanted to create. So we understand that people, you know, when it comes to the people don't want to pay. I've been on cruise lines and paid $150 to eat dinner at a specialty restaurant, right? Everything is included in these fares. If you want to have filet mignon every single day of your ship, go nuts. Who's going to stop you there? You just simply got to make a reservation like you would at home. The other big thing that I love when it comes to the inclusions, but that other ones don't have is if you've ever been on a cruise before and you wanted to buy what they refer to as a beverage package, you and whoever you share a stateroom with would have to buy it because you might slip them a drink or two. With us, we just said, hey, in these promos, we'll give you a free bar tab and you can just decide how you want to use it. But traditionally what happens is you can buy a $300 bar tab and we'll throw $50 every time into that. So you get $350. And literally if I'm walking on the deck and I see Melissa, me and Melissa start sparking up a conversation and she wants a drink. Cool, I just tap my wrist, she gets a drink. It's pretty easy on there. It's perfect for especially when you're traveling with someone maybe and you're in a room with someone and they don't drink, but you do, or vice versa. You don't feel like you need to spend unnecessary money. And last but not least, a lot of cruise lines entice you by the lead-in price. You know, join us for $1,500 or whatever the case may be. But when you get off the ship, you've spent another $1,600 when it comes to your gratuities. Most cruise lines will do anywhere from a $16 to an $18 per person per night gratuity that is added onto your portfolio regardless. All of our gratuities are already included in that price point, so there is no hidden fees.
Yeah, which is amazing, especially for those of you who don't drink. The other thing is they have this thing, the champagne. Sean, do you have a video of the champagne shaker? Actually, it is like the coolest thing I have ever seen on board a ship.
Sure. You know what? You guys put me on the spot, but give me one quick sec here, and I'm going to pull that up for you. Okay. Let me just bear with me for 1 sec because I have to find. Okay, here we go. All right, give me 1 sec.
And also, if you could turn on your camera so we could see you, that would be amazing as well.
Oh, is my camera off? My apologies.
It was.
Oh, sorry. Here you go. I'm still here. All right, give me one sec here. I'm going to, I just got to pull up the shake for champagne just because it wasn't in this one. Okay.
What he's sitting on is the sea terrace with the hammock on the balcony.
Yes. All right. Could you guys see my screen that says it pays to prepay?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So this is just a slide that I have just before to talk about the wonderful bar tab. So here is what Melissa was talking about for shake for champagne. So that's it. It's literally you pull out your phone, you give it a quick little shake, and boom, champagne will show up wherever you are.
Amazing. Thank you.
No problem.
The other thing is talk about, well, actually on board any Virgin cruise is the ability to get tattoos. And do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I mean, what is not more like historical than sailors and tattoos? So what we wanted to do is give people that opportunity to put on that permanent memory of their experience on board, or bring in their own design. And we have a rotating cast of tattoo artists from around the world that will spend 2 weeks with us on board our lady ships and provide that service for individuals. We do tattooing, permanent makeup, as well as piercings. And it's one of those things that if you don't make your reservation with the artist, by the end of day one, you won't get a tattoo. It sells out so fast. And it's a great experience. I'm waiting to get my next one done by them. I just got to get back on one of the ships. And so I've got a cruise coming up soon that I'll be getting some more ink done.
Awesome. Sean, what I really loved about Virgin is your eco-friendly and your commitment to supporting small businesses and the environment. Can you talk a little bit more about that, including the hammock there? There's a really cool story about how they feature. Well, you talk about it. Talk about the hammocks and the ladies that make them and the customization that they do for them.
Yeah, sure. So there's a lot of different sustainable initiatives that we have with the hammocks. The hammocks came to us as an opportunity to give back and support. So they're done by a wonderful group of women from northern Thailand. These women have been traditionally very hard labor, and what they've done is we've now become their number one. They've created a little bit of a co-op or collective, and they produce these very amazing, very durable hammocks for us, and they're on board every single one of our lady ships and every single one of our sea terraces, which I'm on the balcony of here, as well as above into the suites. They are like I can't describe how comfortable they are. I've got one downstairs waiting for it to stop snowing, and I can put it up here at home. But it's a great way of giving back, providing meaningful work. And every single one of these hammocks is hand signed by the woman that created it for us. Really, really, really nice touch. In terms of other sustainable options, we want to be net neutral by 2050. So what we've done when we designed our lady ships, we designed them to be upgraded. So when more efficient and environmental fuels are available, we can switch instantly to those new fuels. We partner with not only local greenhouses within the Florida, Miami region to stock up with our greenery, but also throughout all of our shore excursions, we want to focus on sustainable and ecotourism whenever possible. We have no exercises or experiences with animals out in captivity whatsoever. There are no swimming with dolphins unless you're swimming in the water and literally a dolphin happens to swim by. We really want to make sure that we're protecting not only the wildlife out there, but the oceans as a whole for other and future generations to experience like we have.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Sean. Speaking also about sustainability, I love that your food is all made to order. So with the buffet, a lot of food gets thrown out. So everything you get is custom made to everything, exactly what you want. So I love that. And lastly, just talk a little bit about the spa. You guys have an amazing thermal spa. That was a rock star. I'd be hanging out in it every day, all day. And then we're going to take a few questions here. So just brief us a bit about that.
Sure. Our redemption spa is something else. It's a completely unique experience. So you don't actually have to have a what's it called, a service book to enjoy it. You can buy a day pass. Even if you're not a rock star, you can join in. It's $35 US a day, and you can utilize the plunge pools and such like that for a 3-hour duration. What I like about it is it has everything and nothing. So for instance, what I mean by that is if you just want to go in there and use the saunas and the plunge pools, and you want to hang out having a glass of champagne or a cocktail of your choice while you're in the pools, go nuts. But I went and I had the IV therapy, which was phenomenal. And it's just basically just a rehydration. I spent too much time in the sun, got all taken care of, and I felt phenomenal. It's just a different, very relaxed vibe in there that is not as stuffy as some other spa experiences I've had are.
Awesome. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions while we have our experts on the line?
Oh, one question we did have prior is you don't need proof of vaccination, do you?
No, you do not require a proof of vaccination. That being said, currently in the US, you still need to require to show proof of vaccination to enter the US. If things were to change and they drop that, then that'd be easy peasy. But also we have to respect the countries that we visit. And if a country we visit requires, we will give you notice associated with it. But as of right now, we do not ask for any proof of vaccination.
Awesome. I think we gave a ton of information, so thank you, Sean. We will send out information more about the cruise Melissa talked about November 18th in the Eastern Caribbean. So I appreciate your time, Sean. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, everyone say bye.
Bye, Sean.
Bye.
See you later, everyone. Have a great night.